it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today we have a very informative video. We are going to go over how to price your custom work. Now, before we get into the video, I'm sorry if there is an echo in the room. We are moving to a different studio space, so I have a lot of things packed up, so there's not as much stuff to keep the volume from bouncing off the walls. Now, one of the most important things that you can remember about pricing custom work is time. And what I'm talking about as far as time goes is your time. How much money do you want to make an hour? So let's start this off and say you want to make $15 an hour making custom projects. So Joe Smo down the road came and asked you to make a custom shirt for him. Now you know from start to finish, which when I say start to finish, from when you get on that computer to lay out your design to cutting it, weeding it, and sticking it, it's going to take you about 30 minutes. So if you're wanting to make $15 an hour, you're going to divide 15 by 1/2. So that would equal $7.50. So no matter what, the minimum charge is going to be $7.50. That is for your time. Now, another thing you need to factor in is materials. And whenever you factor in your materials, you're always going to want to at least double the cost of your materials. One, there could be issues with making a mistake and having to start over. Plus, you want to be able to keep increasing your business, so you have to bring in a profit so you can get more materials the next time. So say you go to Hobby Lobby and you buy a Gildan shirt for $4. So you know you're going to charge Joe Smo down the road $8 just for the blank t-shirt. Now say you go and pick up a roll of heat transfer vinyl and it is $4 for a foot of it. So say you do your design and it's 10.5 inches wide by 10 inches tall. That pretty much uses that entire piece. So you don't want to calculate by the inches because again, you have to have some leeway in case there are mistakes. So you would charge him the $4 times 2, so that's another $8. So again, you're going to add now the cost of the shirt, which is $8, plus the cost of the materials, which is another $8, so that makes $16, and then you'll add in your time, which would make it $23.50. So the cost of the shirt for Joe Smo down the road would be $23.50. Now, a lot of times whenever you're factoring out custom work, there are some of those things that you don't think about to include in the cost. If you're making a decal for someone, are you using transfer tape? Well, they need to be charged for the transfer tape. So you may need to figure out how much it costs you per foot of transfer tape and divide it out, and then you'll know how much to charge for a 12 by 12 inch decal. Inks, if you're using any type of printable material, such as like the Color Jet 3, or if you're doing any type of dye sublimation. Again, you have to divide out those costs because if not, you're not getting paid fully for your work. Another thing I'm going to tell you that is extremely important is don't price yourself the same as everybody else. You will always, always find people who will do the same job as you for half the cost. Now, that's not saying that they don't need the money. It's just saying that a lot of times they're not factoring in all of the things that go into creating and sustaining a business. They'll think, well, if I price the shirt at $10, well, I will get the job. But let's think about that. If they price the same shirt that you're doing for $23.50 at $10 an hour, or $10 for the shirt, they're making a minimum of $2 for profit. Now, do you think $2 is enough for 30 minutes of your time? I don't think so. And then that doesn't even start to calculate in the cost of utilities, the overhead cost. And there are some good pricing softwares out there that can kind of help you determine the cost of goods and the cost of everything and factor it out for you. There's Price It, which is the software we use. What was the other one that we had, Mary?
Fast Manager.
Fast Manager, but that one was more for screen print, but those can be a little on the expensive side, especially when you're just starting out. And this is a good basic table calculation that you should be able to do, whether it be a decal, doing lettering on a vehicle, doing a custom shirt. This makes it a little bit simple because sometimes you just got to keep it simple to start with. Now, hopefully this gives you some good information to go on to start pricing your custom work. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I always try to get back and answer as many as possible. Don't forget to check us out on all of our social medias, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, as well as tomorrow will be Kids Crafts with Cameron. But I guess that's it for today, so we will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.